Chapter 8. Nationalism in India. The rise of nationalism. The aftermath of the revolt of 1857 marked a significant shift as British Crown rule directly extended over the entire country. This period witnessed various transformative developments. The proliferation of transportation and the introduction of the English language played pivotal roles in fostering a collective awareness among the people that India was their homeland, with all its resources belonging to its citizens rather than the British rulers. This newfound awareness served as a catalyst for the desire to break free from British domination. Factors contributing to the emergence of nationalism. Advancements in transportation and communication. Progress in means of transport and communication facilitated the exchange of thoughts, fostering a sense of unity among people across India. Western education and exposure to new ideas. The introduction of Western education exposed individuals to novel concepts such as democracy, nationalism, equality, and liberty, influencing their perspectives. Impact of international events. Global occurrences like the French Revolution and the American War of Independence inspired Indians to strive for freedom and self-governance. Critical awareness of British policies. People became increasingly aware and critical of the policies enforced by the British in India. Role of the local press. The indigenous press in India played a crucial role in highlighting discriminatory British policies and exposing the exploitation of the Indian population. It also contributed to the dissemination of nationalist and patriotic ideas. The important papers were the Amrita Bazar Patrika, Kesari, Maratha, the Indian Mirror, the Hindu, the Tribune, etc. Discriminatory laws and policies. Several British enactments and policies fueled dissatisfaction among the Indian populace. Racial discrimination. Discrimination based on caste was pervasive, with Indians being denied high-ranking government positions and facing segregation in public spaces like trains, parks, hospitals, and restaurants. Policies of Viceroy Lytton. Import duties on British goods were abolished, while taxes were increased. The Grand Darbar in Delhi in 1877, amid a famine in some regions, further intensified discontent. Arms Act, 1878. This act prohibited Indians from possessing arms, while no such restrictions applied to Europeans. Vernacular Press Act, 1878. Empowered the British government to seize assets, including printing presses, of newspapers publishing objectionable content. Ilbert Bill, 1883. Lord Ripon's bill proposed equal treatment of British and Indian judges. Its withdrawal due to European opposition generated resentment among Indians. Economic exploitation under British rule. The British administration's policies led to the collapse of traditional industries in India. Exploiting the country economically, the British transformed India into a provider of inexpensive raw materials and an importer of costly finished goods from Britain. The revenue generated in India was utilized to procure new materials and fund the expansion of British colonial rule. The core focus of colonialism was the systematic drain of wealth, whereby a significant portion of India's wealth was allocated to British officials in the form of salaries and pensions. Dadabhai Naoroji, in his book, identified this economic drain as a fundamental cause of poverty in India.